Roy, how did this idea come about for Area 55?
Well, some of the staff at Indiana Pacers came to me with this idea. We basically took the idea from Section 15, which is Andrew Bogut's section, and we made it better, a lot better. We just went ahead and his section, Andrew's section, was just a bunch of college kids, young kids. I got an array of people from little kids to the 80s, 90s, and they're true Pacer fans, and they love coming to every game. They have to show up, or their tickets get revoked. I bought 55 tickets, and they take attendance. So if they don't make it, I have the final say, and I could revoke their tickets.
I want to ask you what that final bill was for the 55 season tickets, but I don't know if you can do the math that quickly. So instead, I'll ask you, how'd you pick these people? You had an audition, right?
I did audition. I wanted to make it like American Idol style. So had 3 judges. They came out.
Wait. Who are the judges?
We had this guy El Pacero. He dresses himself. He's a woman wrestler, a Mexican woman wrestler. And then we had Jeff Foster, my teammate, and Paul George came out. So he's like a new player. So we just chose. They acted crazy for 30 seconds. They had to just get as loud as possible, and they also sent in a video, 30 seconds on YouTube. And people were jumping off roofs, streaking downtown.
Oh man!
And so it was a great experience, and I think that true Pacer fans really want to come out and support me.
Yeah, we're looking at some of the audition video that you had there. Craziest thing that you saw? I mean, you talked about some of the crazy stuff in the videos they sent in. How about the craziest thing you saw at the audition, or one of the two things?
Well, one guy with the flag, his face was painted with a basketball.
We just saw him, yeah.
Yeah, he shaved off all his hair. And then one guy walked in with a cane and all of a sudden started doing the worm. I didn't think that he was able to. I thought he had hurt himself, but so we got some real diehard fans, and they're sticking with us through ups and downs.
That's awesome. Now, I asked you this when we were talking in commercial break. How has this sort of grown? How has Area 55 grown and helped you really create a home court advantage as the season's gone on?
Obviously when I make a basket or I score, I block a shot, they start chanting hip hip hooray, or they'll say not in my house when I block a shot.
Right.
And obviously when other teams shooting free throws, they really get loud. I really wanted this to be like a college atmosphere, like a soccer, European soccer league. Well, I asked if they could bring in those, what are those horns called? Those
vuvuzelas?
Yeah, vuvuzelas or whatever. And but they said no, they couldn't do it. I just really wanted like an atmosphere.
You could go, Roy. You could go cowbell like they used to do in Sacramento all the time. Those get really loud.
I might have to do that. So it's just a fun atmosphere. Last year when I was a rook and when I was a sophomore in the league, a lot of times obviously we weren't playing too well. Our record wasn't too good, so the arena was really quiet, and you could hear like a pen drop or whatever. So I said, next year I really want to get this place going, and I think Tyler Hansborough, I heard they might have his own section next year. So we're just going to try to make sure the other team gets distracted at the free throw line, and they really make a presence out there.
Now, you mentioned you got this from Bogut has his section. What have you heard from him or anybody else, actually, about your Area 55 in comparison to his or anything else out there?
Well, I know whenever I go to the free throw line or whenever I touch it when I play against the Bucks, they always say Bogut's better and we stole his idea. And they really get on me. I know Andrew, and he's a nice guy, but his fans do not like me at all. Section 15 does not like me at all, and that's fine. And I think with time, my section will be a lot better than his.
It's fantastically fun to watch. Best chant you think they've come up with so far this year, what would it be?
Who is this guy? I like it when we're blowing a team out, and then so they're at the free throw line, and the guys at the end of the bench on the other team come out and play, and they start chanting that. The whole crowd goes wild. I
like when you said start the bus. That one works for me, too. Roy, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. I'm glad that the section is working out for you, and we'll continue to watch them and your run.